Hello, San Antonio and everybody around the world. This is Rita Hernandez, radio TV host and personality of Inspiration for Life Radio TV Web Network, live on air with Rita here at Inspiration for Life headquarters. And we're doing a late night show today, guys. I had to do this, and I waited, and this was a very important show because we have some very important guests. And I haven't met them before, but I have heard of them. And I was at an amazing event this past week with the San Antonio Soundgarden, and they were there, and I believe I heard y'all were also part of the board.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, we need to get these amazing people on the show because we want to tell you about an amazing event they're having tomorrow. So this is going to be a short, sweet, and amazing interview so that we can at least let you know what is happening tomorrow. But we are going to bring them back on and share about all the great things that they do, because I do get their emails, I do get their newsletters, and I'm like, OMG, I want to be a part of this. So a lot of great things going on, everybody. And if you ever have to get off Facebook Live and you're like, hey, I'm driving, I can't watch this right now, you could always go to inspirationforlife.org. Just click on Listen Live, and we're there. We're on 24/7.
Beautiful.
And you can also go to my favorite app is TuneIn Radio. So you can download it for free. And once you download TuneIn Radio, just search for Inspiration for Life Radio. Click the little heart so that we're on your phone, and just listen to us 24/7, anytime. Fantastic. And anywhere around the world. So let's get right to the show. Again, everybody, if you're tuning in right now, please share this because there's a great event that's happening tomorrow. We want to let you know, but we are going to share all that information continuing on. So introduce yourselves. Let everybody know what you're doing here tonight and all the great things you're doing right now.
First of all, we're super honored
Yes.
to be here. So thank you so much. My name is Christian Reed Agba. I'm the co-founder of Good People SA and ECU Public Relations.
Okay.
I'm a San Antonio transplant. I'm originally from Detroit, but I fell in love with this city, and it hasn't let me down for the last 12 years. So hopefully, I think San Antonio might have fallen in love with me too.
Yes, of course, of course.
And my name is Uchennaya Agba. I go by Uche. I am the co-founder of ECU Public Relations and Good People SA Mixer. And very excited to be here, Rita. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you. So going back to that, you said Good People SA Mixer. Now, let's tell everybody, what is that? How did that get started? And how they can be a part of it tomorrow.
Awesome.
We got started. Okay, so we have always been in the public relations space. We got started during Dream Week 20. Actually, we attended the first Dream Week 10 years ago.
Okay.
And
Wow.
we met the founder of Dream Week, Shonak Podia. And he began to immediately mentor us.
Wow.
And he told us about how he wanted to have Dream Week be something that was large and really out of this San Antonio world. And so, you know, he basically told us, and next year you will host an event.
Wow, there you go. I love when they say that. I love that. Yes.
It was a good experience. It was a very, I can remember that conversation like it was yesterday.
Yes, we were walking down Houston Street to be exact.
Wow.
And we were brainstorming event names, and everything was rolling down. And I said, "Oh, let's just, let's tell 3 people to invite 5 people.
Yes.
And let's call it good people. And the only people that can come are good people. And if you're not good people, you're not going to get no invite.
Stay home.
And then they can think about how to become a good person.
Yes.
And then they can kind of,
Now, maybe your first step to being a good person is coming to the event.
Yes, there you go. Because they have to know what it's all about.
Yes.
And they have to kind of be surrounded by good people so that it can rub off on them.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
That's kind of how I feel like maybe those that are, not fortunate enough to be a good person, when you're surrounded by good people, it kind of does help.
It does.
Yeah.
I believe in that. So
does.
y'all have to go.
Y'all
Y'all have to go to this event.
This
Yes.
is our 8th year hosting these events.
Okay.
We took a year off.
COVID.
Of course, yeah.
And we have experienced nothing but just pure joy from the networking, from the amount of just the happiness that people have with meeting new people. We've seen in our years hosting this mixer, we've seen people get married. We've seen babies
be
being
born.
born.
Wow.
We've seen new businesses sprout out,
New friendships.
partnerships,
New
new
friendships.
friendships.
Oh my
yes.
goodness.
You know, we've seen people embark in volunteerism. Like that's important. You know,
Yes.
really making sure that good people feeling and that good people culture continues throughout the year. So
Yes.
we're excited to bring it back this year.
That is
Yeah.
so awesome. Now, tell them, how can they be a part of the event? Do they have to pay? Is it free? What is it all about?
So good people is always free.
Okay.
That is our first
Okay.
always motto, because we believe that, you know, if you're a good person, you should definitely
Yeah.
attend. As well as it's an opportunity for folks to network, folks
Okay.
to really learn from other people. And one of the facets about good people is that when people attend, we do have people that do come up and speak and
Yeah.
share about who they are.
Okay.
And that's kind of been our tradition from all good
Yeah,
people.
from the first one.
From first
Yeah.
one to today.
Sometimes it's people that we don't even know.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's people like we see on Facebook. We're like, hey, we like you.
You want to speak for
You
5
want to
minutes?
speak for 5 minutes? Hey, you're cool. It's a couple
Aw.
people joining us, and then it became 1,000 people.
Yes.
There
And
you
then
go.
it became
There you
2,000
go.
people, and then we have 4,000 people on the Hayes Street Bridge. Oh, we've had some good times.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm excited for tomorrow.
It sounds amazing, and again, and I can relate. I guess I can consider myself a good person,
Yes.
and I can relate to, you know, like I was telling you about a segment that I did before when I used to do my local hero segment, and that name resonated because I was a good people, you know,
Yeah.
to go and showcase, you know, what I do through Inspiration for Life and how we help the communities as a community-based media organization. So I think just being surrounded by just so many good people like yourselves, you know, from the very beginning, is something that can help relate to so many people that I know that don't know you, but now they're going to know about your great event. And that was the whole thing when I was sitting there and I was sitting at the gala. I was like, oh my God, these people are amazing. Look them up. I get their emails. I
You
said,
looked
how? Yeah, I was like, how can? And of course, getting your
get an
newsletters.
opportunity.
Oh,
Yeah.
you get opportunity
So
for it.
I'm like, okay, so we have to get them on the show. But what I was trying to do is get them on before, at least just to showcase this event. And like I said, you know, my husband was kind enough to wait here with me, and I said, I just live 5 minutes away. I can wait. I can wait. I'm
We
fine.
are so sorry.
No,
Yeah,
we're
the
we are
life
good.
and times of an entrepreneur,
No,
right?
well,
We're
see,
entrepreneurs.
and see, and I already, and the thing that I told my husband, I said, they're very busy people, and we're gonna wait for them. So, you know, so I already knew that you guys were, you know, pretty much, you know, the work that y'all do, and in the scale that y'all do is very important for the community. So I just knew that this was a very important event to put out there. Just the name itself is something that really needed to be out there for the community of San Antonio.
Thank you.
So that's the whole purpose, guys. When we're doing a late night show, y'all know I'm like Mondays at 10:30. That's my live on air with Rita. You know, but you know, like I said, my family works with my schedule, and since we're 24/7, we can kind of broadcast anytime we want. So that's the joy of having a 24/7 radio station. So. Any other opportunities for people to be a part of it, volunteer? What is it? What else do you need for tomorrow?
So in the past, Good People was large. You know, we had vendors, we had food trucks, we had everything that people can do. We, you know, we'll have maybe our core team of 5 and, you know, 20, 30, 40 volunteers participate. Due to COVID, we've had to make adjustments. Just so for the safety of our guests. So we don't have vendors this year, just because, you know, we don't want people touching things and someone else coming and touching another thing. We can't
But
control
we are
that.
sharing a lot of small businesses and business
Yes.
names on the event page.
Okay.
Yes.
On Facebook, and then of course we'll do a lot of shouting out, and
There you
hopefully
go, yeah.
we're pushing people into the space of really interacting, you know, in the social media space. But when we come together, we have to come together safely.
Right.
So we're looking for folks that are really ready to come together safely and enjoy each other's presence. And maybe we don't, you know, share business cards, but maybe we decide to follow each other on Instagram or
Yes.
Facebook, or, you know, share a text message here and there. And really engage organically. So we're building a get together right now that's kind of a new angle of networking. It's not our overly indulged event that we
Yeah.
love,
Yeah.
but at the same time, creating safe spaces is that indulgence that we deserve right
Exactly.
And we hope that when people attend, they actually, get to listen to some of the small business owners.
Oh, we got some
who will
amazing
be
business
sharing about their stories.
Oh,
So,
can I
Yeah,
just
see, we
say
got a
that?
heart.
wait,
We got a heart, guys.
yeah,
We got
like
a heart.
so. Remember, the premise is that we invite people to speak for 5 minutes, and they share, what they do, who they are, why they love San Antonio, and how they're impacting the community. And you have some inspirational stories from these small businesses of how much effort they're putting to change their community, whether that's through their nonprofit network or actually their entrepreneurial network, or even just in their 9 to 5.
I agree.
Because everyone makes an impact in some way or some shape or form.
I agree 100%. And I think right now is the most critical time for all of us just to really support one another. And like you said, even if it's just that phone call, that email, say, hey, is there anything you guys need? Is there anything that you need? Do you need me to shout you out or whatever? Do you need to send people to go follow your page? Because this is the time for that to happen. And we have to really think outside of the box and how we can help our business grow. But at the same time, if we're growing, we're able to help other businesses grow.
Exactly. And your question has prompted so many thoughts in my mind. And recently someone asked me, how can I help? And I said, be a mentor. Come back, come to the event and be able to say, I'm ready to mentor someone, and I'm going to go down and find a good person to mentor, a good person to tell what it is that I do, and hopefully be that representation that we all need.
Yeah,
right.
I love it.
We need
I
that
love it.
representation. So
I love that.
Yeah, we got a lot of things going on tomorrow at the Dakota Eastside Ice House.
Yes.
At 6 p.m. Where we going into the evening. We got heaters outside. We have the food at the Dakota. It is amazing.
This is so. I'm gonna put this out there,
here
right?
we go.
Dakota Eastside Ice House has been our little,
Home away from
home
home.
away from home food. It's been our little secret for a long time.
It doesn't need to be a secret
I
anymore.
lived
doesn't
on
need-
Hackberry, so I
Do
know
you?
what I know what
So
that is.
so the food is
It's
the chef
delicious.
is amazing. The food is amazing.
And they're so humble about
And
it.
they're like, oh, it's just okay. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So if you're coming, support the venues, buy their food, get their chicken wings,
Get that queso.
get the queso. You could do pork queso, brisket queso. You can do any
Chorizo
kind of
queso.
queso, like literally any kind
I
of
like that.
queso.
It's good. I can't.
So
like that.
so just the versatility of the menu, the drinks, the people,
Get the Paloma.
get the the venue,
Is
the
it
environment.
is it only for adults or can they bring their
Oh
families?
no, we the one thing you got to know about good people are good people from birth, and if they
I'm bringing my AJ.
Yes.
and and I remember my mom was an entrepreneur, and I would go to events with her when I was younger, and she said, "You can shake a hand, you can make a friend."
There you go.
And so yes, we've always allowed children to come. They can't drink.
Oh, yeah.
Please, no, please.
Keep an eye on
Keep an eye on your kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they've always been able to come, and we've seen kids grow up and become amazing, beautiful members of our society. And I'm just so proud of our Good People kids. I feel like we should have a networking event for kids. But our Good People kids are the amazing kids in San Antonio. So yes, kids can come. They just have to stay close and safe.
Stay close to the mommies and daddies.
Yes.
Yeah. So again, this is so exciting, and I'm glad we were able to get all the main details out there, especially about the food,
Thank
because
you. Yes.
that's the number one thing.
Yes, it is. It is.
It really
Yeah,
is.
so again, everybody, just really thankful to be able to have them come on by and share this information, the excitement of what's happening tomorrow. Any last minute encouragement that you want to kind of share, and then we'll share contact information, social media.
Hey, look, with our premise of good people, we want everyone to, enjoy themselves, network, be a mentor, become a mentee, and all in all, be safe.
Yeah.
Our goal is for you all to, experience what networking is, since we've not had that opportunity for the last, 2 years
2
now?
years almost.
And, this is the opportunity where you can come out. It's outdoors. We're going to have heaters, dress warm.
Fire pit.
So there's many opportunities for you to have a great time. And also there's an inside area. So if you feel it's too cold outside, you can go inside and sit down as well.
Yeah.
But the opportunity is there.
No, no, there's stress. We having safe spaces, but we're not in our comfort zone spaces.
Yeah.
We're stepping outside of our comfort zone.
Yeah.
Good People is about diversity, it's about inclusion. It's going to be during Dream Week, so we'll definitely really invite all of the diverse people in San Antonio. And I'm proud to say, like, in 2017, we were voted one of the most diverse events, mixers in San Antonio by Express News, or they titled us that. And that gave us so much drive and push to keep bringing together audiences that are different, that can see each other rise and build and strengthen each other, and we want to carry that on. So we're going to be in our safe zones, but not in our comfort zones.
There you go.
And we're going to make sure we come out and just talk to some strangers.
Awesome. I love it. Now, how can people get a hold of you? Contact information, website, social media.
You can check us out at ecupr.com. That's EHCUPR.com. And that's the same thing across the board for all our social channels. So feel free to jump on board, send us messages, DM, email us. We're always ready to help.
Awesome. Well, thank you so
Thank you
much
so
for
much, Rita.
for making it here and being able to share your information about tomorrow's event. And again, everybody, just look forward to an upcoming follow-up interview where we're just going to sit down and talk about all the great things that they're doing. But we just wanted you to let you know about the event tomorrow.
Thank
Okay?
you. Thank you so
All
much.
right. Well,
Appreciate
thank
you.
you, everybody, for being a part of this. And for all of our listeners around the world, thank you so much. And for more information, you can always go to www.inspirationforlife.org. Click on contact, send me a message, and how you want to follow up with any of our guests or anything with Inspiration for Life. Thank you so very much. This is Rita Hernandez. Get inspired, be inspired, stay inspired. Bye.
For life. I like that. That was good.